Okay, so now today we'll see about your collection framework. Collection framework in Java. Guys, for God's sake, please try to remember this diagram. Definitely in intro they'll be asking to explain about your collection framework and their implementation. So I have given this diagram in the notes. So please go back and read it well and understand it. Okay. So now whatever you see the blue color, they are going to be called as interfaces. Whatever you have been seen in the blue color, they are going to be called as interfaces. Whatever you are going to see in the green color, they are going to be called as classes. All blues are going to be interfaces and all greens are going to be called as classes. Okay. So now what do you mean by collections? Collections. Okay. So now in an array, user can store elements with a fixed size. Okay. We cannot add the elements. Beyond the size. We cannot add the elements beyond the size. So what is going to be happen here is we cannot able to add the elements beyond your size. So to overcome that, collection framework is introduced. So now collection is called as an interface. Collection is going to be called as an interface. So under this collection interface, we have sub interfaces. Which is going to be called as list. Second one is going to be called as set. Third one is going to be called as queue. Not mandatory for a QA. So being a QA, you don't need to focus more on that, but rather, right, what you want to do here is we have to understand it, but in real time, in fact, by QA, we won't use this. So 1 and 2 are very much important. So apart from this collection, right, we have another special type called as map. Another special type is going to be called as map. Okay. So now we have 1, 2, and 3. So now we are going to see about 3 collection types which are very much important for us. So now list is called as an interface. List is going to be called as interface, where its all methods are implemented under a class called array list. So list is going to be called the interface. All its methods are implemented in a class called array list. Okay. So it is also implemented in your linked list. It is also implemented in your vector. Okay, I'll tell one by one which is going to be the best one to use one by one. Okay. So now list is called as a collection object, collection object which can grow dynamically in runtime. Okay, so all the elements in the list will store at the respective index position. So to retrieve the what is the spelling of retrieve? So I don't know. Or we can able to get this to get the elements to get the elements from a list we should get through index position only. We should get through your index position only. Okay, so list is also used to store collection of collection of class objects. List is also going to be used to store collection of your class objects. Okay, so now next one is list will not list will list will preserve the order of insertion of all the elements, order of insertion of all the elements. Okay, so now let us see how we can able to add the elements to your list. So now let us go and create a new package, call it as collections. Now let me create a new Java class called as list implementation. Okay, I'm going to use my list. List is equal to new array list. Okay, so now if you are not going to tell the generic type here, if you're not going to tell that what type of data that you're going to be stored inside a list, right? This list is going to be called as generic type. No, Pratap, I want to tell that what type of data that I want to store into the list. Yes, user have a facility for that. You need to go and insert less than symbol and greater than symbol. In between that, go and define your data type. Go and define your data type. Now then it is going to store only the string type of elements. If I'm going to remove this, then this list is going to be called a generic type where we can able to add any type of data into it. So now list dot add India. Now list dot add China, list dot add America. Okay, now fine. Now what I told, all the elements in the list will be stored in the respective index order, right? In the respective index order. How can I store that? How can I store that? So list dot get of index number 0. So whatever the index element that is available in the index number 0, that element will get printed out here. See, that element is going to be get printed out here. If I use like index number 1 here, I'll be getting the element that is available in the index number 1. So now I want to add at least 50 elements, 50 users to my list. How can I add that? Now see, for int I equal to 0, I less than or equal to 50, I plus plus. Now I want to add HR round up. Share 10 minutes close చేస్తాను ఇప్పుడు వెళ్తా 9:45 So now list dot add as I. List dot add of I. So now what will happen in the runtime, right? You don't need to specify the size here. In the runtime, automatically the elements will go and get added there. The elements will go and get added there. Got it clear? Now if I run this, now see, I can't able to see. So now to get the total size of your list, there is a method called, let me write one after the other. First one is going to be called as add, to add the elements in runtime. Next one is get of index position, right? To get the elements from the given index position. Now next one is going to be called as size, which is going to get the total element size in the list. So now if I want to get total size of the list, how can I get that? What is the method name? List variable dot size. List variable dot size. If I run here, I'll be getting the total list size here. I'll be getting the total list size here as a 51 elements are available there. Got it clear? Now list is iteratable over a for each loop. Okay, so how can we print that? Now for integer I in my list. So now see here, what is happening here? We didn't specify any type here. As we not specified any type, this list is in the confusion mode, whether that is an integer or what. When you don't know about the data type, what I told, use your object. When you are not sure about what data type that you are going to get, then use your object as a data type. When you sure that you are going to store only integer, then what you do? Just go and use your integer here. Got it, guys? Clear? Everyone? Now see here. S out of I. Run this. ఇది జావా కావాలి అక్కడ డాటెడ్ వాటర్ So see that you can able to see all the values that is getting floating here. Got it? How to iterate the list, how to add the elements, how to get the element, how to iterate the list. Got it? Clear? Era Abhishek, అర్థమైందా?
Yeah,
Soumya,
no.
Vijay, నీకురా
అర్థమైందనా?
క్లియరా? ఓకే. అరే విజయ్, మీ అన్నకు విషయం చెప్పాను, అది కొంచెం చూసి పంపించరా.
ఓకే అన్న,
కొంచెం అర్జెంట్ ఉంది అందుకని ఇంకేం లే.
సరే.
ఓకే సౌమ్య, అర్థమైందా? ఎంతవరకు చెప్పాను వీళ్ళకి? గెట్ ఆనంద్ వస్తాను. మధ్య ప్లంగన్ టైం ఉంటుంది. యాడ్ గెట్ సైజ్ లిస్ట్, ఇంకేముంది దీంట్లో? యా, కంటెంట్స్. This method is to check if the given element is available or not. Okay, so contents is the method which is going to help you to check whether the given element is available in the list or not. Okay, now I want to check that whether number 50 is available in the given list or not. Okay, list dot contents, give the number as 50 here and run this. So I will be getting the output as true because 50 is available here. Okay, now learn how to create a Pojo class and learn how to store inside a list. అరే అభిషేక్, ఒళ్ళు దగ్గర పెట్టుకుని నీట్గా విను. నీకు ఇంటర్వ్యూ మొత్తం దీని మీదే జరిగింది, ఈ పోజో క్లాస్ మీద జరిగింది. ఇంటర్వ్యూ మొత్తం కంప్లీట్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ హ్యాస్ గాన్ ఆన్ దిస్ ఓన్లీ.
Okay.
ప్రతి ఒక్కరు జాగ్రత్త వినడం ఇది. ఓకే, నౌ I want to store 50 employees. I want to store how many employees? 50 employees with the data as ID, name, place and salary. I want to store how many elements? 50 elements with attributes as ID, name, place and salary. Okay, okay. So let us see that now. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a employee class. Inside that I'm going to create private object int ID, private string name, private string place private long salary. Okay. Now with these elements, what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to generate. జాగ్రత్త వినండి, ఇది ఆల్రెడీ చూసాం మనం. కంట్రోల్ ఏ, and again I'm going to generate getters and setters. Click on OK. I'm going to generate getters and setters. So what do you call this one? We have seen about the encapsulation, right? The same topic I'm bringing out again here. Okay, the same topic I'm going to bring out here. Era Avinash, గుర్తుందా ఎన్కాప్సులేషన్ గురించి చెప్పినప్పుడు? గుర్తుందా? Now see. So ఇప్పుడు వీడు ఏమంటున్నాడంటే he is asking us to store 50 objects here. So what we want to do here is, first we want to create list of employee. గుర్తుపెట్టుకొని ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలి? List of employee. So I'm going to use my employees is equal to new array list. New array list. Okay. So ఇక్కడ ఏ నీ ఇష్టం వచ్చిన డేటా టైప్ పెట్టచ్చు. దట్ మైట్ బి అ క్లాస్. డేటా టైప్ నథింగ్ బట్ యువర్ క్లాస్ నేమ్. సో నేను ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాను, ఇక్కడ ఎంప్లాయీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ని స్టోర్ చేయాలి కాబట్టి దాని యొక్క క్లాస్ ని ఇక్కడ పెట్టాను నేను. స్టెప్ నెంబర్ 1. ఓకే. నౌ ఈ ఎంప్లాయీస్ లిస్ట్ లోకి నేను ఏం చేయాలి తమ్ముడు? we want to add at least 50 objects, right? Int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 50. Okay, I plus plus. Now what I'm going to do, employees dot add of new employee, where I'm going to send id as I and name as name plus I, and then I'm going to add my place, right? Place plus I, and then I'm going to add my salary, right? So let me use my 200 star I. Okay, I'm going to add my 50 employees objects where into this existing list. Now s out of my what? Employees dot size. Let me run this. So and see that what is the count I got it as 50 employees. Fine. Now I want to get each employee from the given list. Get each employee from the given list. తమ్ముళ్ళు బాగా జాగ్రత్తగా చూడండి, ఇక్కడ is asking us to get employee details from each given list. Okay, for data type, ఏం data type ఇక్కడ? Employee data type కదా. Employee where in employees s out of my employee dot, see here I'm getting my getters and setters here. Get name, get place. So now see here, for each and every employee I'll be getting see here so now see here we got your name 1, name 2, name 3, everything we got here, right? Got it? Clear? Avinash, andarki clear? Clear? So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get some random number. Okay, అందరికి అర్థమైందా క్లియర్ ఇంతవరకు? Adding list of employees to a list of employee object to a list. Abhishek,
యా నా అర్థమైంది.
clear? Vijay, నీకు రా
యా క్లియర్ అన్న.
క్లియరా? ఇది మీ త్రూ అవుట్ యువర్ ఎంటైర్ ఏపీఐ టెస్టింగ్ ఇదే వాడతాం మనం.
ఓకే.
Okay. Okay. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to generate some random number here. And I'm going to store the salaries of each and every person here. Now what I'm going to do here is use my get salary. Let me run this. Now see here, the salaries are different. The salaries are become different here. తమ్ముళ్ళు అందరు చూడు, బాగా చూడండి ఇక్కడ salaries అందరు different ఉన్నాయా? Clear? The salary of each and every employee is different here. Because I have generated some random value into that, I'm going to multiply the value of I so that I'm getting the different salaries here. Now in interview they will ask you, can you sort this entire list based upon the employee salary? అంటే ఈ ఎంప్లాయీ సాలరీ బేస్ చేసుకొని ఈ లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ని సార్ట్ చేయగలుగుతావు అని అడుగుతాడు. అర్థమైంది చెప్పింది? క్లియరా ఎవ్రీవన్? So how to sort that? So in our Java collection framework, we have a excellent concept called as comparable and comparator. Comparable and comparator. Okay. So now what we want to do here is we have to use, it is an interface called as comparable. Now there is a method called as compare to. There is a method called as compare to. There is a method called as compare to. So here what you want to do, comparable of employee. You have to use your comparable of your employee. Now let me remove this. Now what you do, implement your methods, click on OK. Now we are going to get your employee O. Okay, instead of O, let us keep it as E. So now what you are going to do here is just go and type this dot salary minus E dot salary. A small logic you have to write here. Okay, this dot salary to E dot salary. Now come back here. Now go and run this. No issues, nothing. Right, where nothing is getting out here. Then what you want to do here is once that is completed here, once that is completed out here, what you want to do here is sort the entire list using utils class called as collections. Guys, collection is different, collections is different. Collection interface, collections class. This collections class will have all the utilities, methods like sorting, max, minimum, okay, sum. All these methods will be available where inside a class called as collections class. So how can I get that? Collections dot sort of employees. Which one? This employees collection. This employees collection. Now see here, If I go and run this, I'll be getting all the employees in a sorted order. I'll be getting all the employees in a sorted order. 0 salary, 24 salary, 43, 54. See here, 64. Okay. Now I want to sort the elements based upon my ID. What I want to do here, instead of salary, what I want to do, this dot ID minus E dot ID. This dot ID minus E dot ID. That's it. Now come back and run this. I'll be getting all the list of employees based upon their ID. So now this dot get ID. Now see, all the IDs will be generated in a random order. See here, in ascending order. Got it, guys? Clear? So this is the way how we can able to sort a list of class. How to sort a list of elements of a class. ఇది అందరికి అర్థమైందా? Comparable and comparator. Comparable is going to use to sort out what? To sort a class object. Okay. So comparable is going to be called as an interface. In that interface, we are going to have a method called as compare to, where we have to send the name of the class. Use this small logic. Got it? Clear? Clear, guys? Clear? ఎవరు మాట్లాడుతుంది పాపం. Ravinash, clear?
Yeah, clear.
Abhishek, Soumya,
Yeah, Pratak.
Done.
it's clear? Okay, then fine. Guys, today I'm going to give few tasks for you. The task is first one. Get the maximum salary employee. Second thing is get the minimum salary employee. Third one is get the total sum of salary. Fourth one is get the second highest salary person. Fifth one is get the second lowest salary person. Okay, so these are going to be one category of questions. Now check if the list one is a subset of list 2. Second one, print the common elements between the three list elements. Okay, So guys, you have to crack down all these. You have to crack down all these tasks that are available on the list. Okay. Now let us see. Clear? అర్థమైంది మీ అందరికి? Okay. So now list of is equal to new array list. List dot add of okay. So now I want to remove any one of the element from the list. So list dot remove. List dot remove. So when you know about exactly the object, right, pass that object here. Okay, sys out of my list dot size. Okay, now after removing, right, I'm going to get the size. Before removing the element, the size is 3. Now we remove the element, right, the size is going to be 2, because one element got removed from the total list, right? We got the size as 2. So I want to remove the element based upon the given index position. Is that possible? Yes, go and give the index position. Within the size, we can able to go and delete that element also. So remove is the method which is going to help you to remove a particular element from the given list. Got it clear? Okay. So similarly, there is another method called it as clear, list dot clear, which is going to clear the entire list elements. We can able to clear all the elements in the list, and we can able to print the size. So it'll be getting the size as 0. Got it clear? To add the elements, we'll be using your add. To add the element, we'll be using your add. To get the element, using a get. Size is going to get total element size. Okay, contains, and then remove, and then clear. So there is one more method called as list dot index of. So if you want to get index position of any element, if you want to get index position of any element, right, I can able to use my method called as list dot index of. Okay, I can pass any string as hello. So if there is no element available, what will happen, right? It will go return you minus values. If the element is available, you will be getting as a positive value. If there is no value available, you will be getting a negative value. If the element available, you will get a positive value. Got it clear? Got it? Next one. What is that? Index of, to get the index position. Wait 1 second. Okay. So index of is to get the index position of the given element. Okay. Next one is empty. is empty to check if the list is empty without any elements. Note, empty is different from null. Null means the list is not initialized. Empty means no values available in the list. Okay, na? Got it? So if tomorrow, if any condition or question that is going to pour on your list, you should not miss out, guys. We have seen all the possible scenarios. Okay, so please go back, read this one, and understand well about your list. Got it? Clear? Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions? No, right?